Hey guys, just a little interjection before we get even started. So my audio decided to not work for most of it, so I'm gonna be doing a voiceover. So if my words just aren't matching up to my mouth, that's what it is. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that while I was cooking, so you won't hear any of the clinking or anything. But at the very end, it decided to come back. So honestly, I have no clue. So yeah, let's get into it. It'll still be. Hey, hi, hello, guys. Wow, that was actually pretty close. I just wanted to say that today I am making some very high protein peanut butter balls. They turned out delicious. They're super easy. And if you like these videos, go subscribe, go hit the bell notification. If you end up liking it, hit like. I really appreciate it. And this is kind of like a bake with me. So if you like these type of videos, definitely let me know. These are legit the easiest things ever. So yeah, we'll get going. I want to start by saying that I'm going to be putting the recipe on my blog so it's easier for you to look back at. So first off, I started by blending a whole cup of oats in the blender to put it into this oat flour. If you have oat flour, you can use that too, but this is cheaper. And then you add an additional half cup of whole oats. I just use quick oats. They're just what most people have. And then you use peanut butter. So you're gonna want this to be creamy. If you use chunky, it might not stick together as well and bind. So creamy is your best bet. And if you don't mix it well, you always get those hard clumps at the bottom. You don't want to use those parts of that. So make sure this is evenly mixed, or a fresh jar of peanut butter, and you're going to be using quite a bit, like a half cup. Look in the recipe for exact, and then I just mixed this all up. It was really liquidy, so put in work. I got all that peanut butter in there, and then next up is honey. This is a really good sweetener. You can use honey, or maple syrup is a good replacement. Sometimes agave nectar is okay, but it is a little different. So you're gonna add a quarter cup of honey to start. Sometimes if you use a different kind of nut butter and it's thicker, you might have to go up to a third cup, but I ended up using just a quarter cup. And it does take a while to go out. It is honey, so you gotta squeeze all that in there and then pour it in your bowl. Next is the protein. So if you really don't care about protein and you just want these to be tasty little nut butter balls, you don't even have to add these, but this adds a good amount of protein to these, so I did. And you can barely taste it if you have a protein powder that you like. So the recipe I made calls for 2 scoops, but my jar was almost empty, so I decided to just plop it all right in there. I would say I probably used 3. And then I needed a little bit more peanut butter afterwards because it was quite a bit of protein and it wasn't sticking together. Next, you're gonna use your arm day muscles and mix it all up until it forms like one big blob. Is that the technical word? Blob? Yeah, so just keep mixing it all up. It might take a couple minutes, but it really doesn't take that long. It's really not that hard. So it should look like this, where it can kind of stick together and just be one. It's all in a big blob, but you can break off pieces and those pieces will stick together. So next you're gonna grab a baking pan and a 1-inch cookie scoop. It doesn't have to be 1 inch, you could use 1/2 inch. These did turn out pretty big, but I like them that way, so it was fine. You're just gonna scoop it up using your little scoop and then roll it together in your hands if you like. If you don't really care about the shape, do you, just plop it right on. So you can see me adding that to my hand. Make sure your hands are clean. Please wash your hands before you do this. Please wash your hands before you even start. So yeah, they stick together pretty well, and you just plop them right on, and mine made 12. Then you're just gonna keep doing that until all of your mixture is gone. Once they're all done, you're gonna put them in the fridge for 30 minutes to harden and set. Hey guys, our protein balls have been in the fridge for like 30 minutes and they are looking great. I just pulled them out. So they are just pretty cold, they're pretty sturdy, they're still a little squishy. And now we're just gonna make some of them have a little fun additions. So I took some just regular plain old chocolate chips. If you put them in the microwave for like 30 to 40 seconds with a little coconut oil mixed in, it gets them nice and like workable. So do that and just make sure you mix it every like 20 seconds. And then I just took some plain, just pretzels, put them in the blender, pulse them for like 2 seconds because you want them still kind of chunky but like smaller. So now we're just gonna assemble some. We're gonna roll it in the chocolate, roll it in the pretzels, and then let them cool again. So pouring this out, my pretzel bits, onto a plate. I'm just going to take a protein ball. Just gonna roll it in the chocolate. Just about halfway. I don't need the whole thing covered in chocolate. It'll get a bit overwhelming. So I have it in chocolate, and now we just dip it in the pretzels, and it got a little wonky, the shape. You're gonna wanna do this before the chocolate cools on it, but this is just a massive, delicious ball of protein and chocolate goodness now. So you can do as many as you want. You can cover them completely in chocolate if that's for you. You can add other toppings. Maybe you want to add some peanuts, maybe some coconut, anything. These are just so easy to customize and make however you like. And these are pretty dang messy, so be wary. Have some paper towel at hand. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish doing all of these. Okay, these are done. So that took about maybe 20 minutes of actual cooking, 30 minutes in the fridge. I will have the macros for the very high protein balls of the ones without the chocolate and pretzel in the description below. And if you love these types of videos, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, follow me on the social medias. I have them all in the description below. And if you try this, let me know. I'll have my blog post recipe in the description below. So yeah, see you next week on Thursday.